All right, let's talk about that forecast. It's finally starting to feel a little bit like fall football weather around here. You're looking at a time lapse of like spooky almost fog on Lookout Mountain this morning. Cloudy and foggy, and so important, much cooler temperatures taking us through the weekend. And we have some more chances of seeing isolated storms as well. 9 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen joins us now. Nobody complaining about cooler weather and moisture.
No, a lot of times we go through all of August and don't even get a single week like this. So to get an entire week and all the way to the end of August is pretty impressive. We've got some clouds in the area. Storms are kind of hanging in the foothills right now, but 81 degrees here. That is our normal high temperature for September the 12th. So we're getting an early taste of September here. Storms have not been too widespread today, but we do have one really strong storm rolling straight south through the edge of the foothills. It is right now over Highway 285 in the Conifer area. And like I said, that is heading straight to the south. A little bit of that energy is out here in the metro, but we're only getting sprinkles from that. When you zoom the picture out here, you can actually see the next little wave coming here. It'll probably take about 2 hours to get here. Fort Collins may see that a little bit earlier, but we could get one more wave of thunderstorms in about 2 hours. And here's your chances for tomorrow. So most of the day looks pretty decent tomorrow, so outdoor activities shouldn't be too disrupted. Maybe a stray sprinkle or two, but really after 5 o'clock those rain chances really start to go up, and it may go all the way overnight into Monday morning. We're watching Monday for some potential, but I may back off of that because it's starting to look pretty much like all the other days for this week. No really widespread activity except for maybe overnight Sunday into Monday, but we could have heavy rain just about any time from now all the way through the end of the week.
All right, Corey. All the moisture is bringing a little relief to firefighters who are still battling several wildfires, mostly on the western slope. Fire crews are working to put out the La Plata fire, which is burning on National Forest land in Chaffee County. U.S. Forest Service says this one was caused by an abandoned campfire. It's burning about 132 acres so far, no containment. The Forest Service is also investigating an accident involving a helicopter that was battling the Derby fire in Eagle County. Officials say the pilot is in good condition, only suffered some bumps and some bruises. About that Derby fire, it's burning uncontained right now, about 4,000 acres. Officials say the rain and cooler temps are helping with efforts on the ground. There is an evacuation notice for some people who live in the area. More than 300 firefighters are out there working on the fire now. Fire crews are making some good progress on the state's now 5th largest wildfire in history, the Lee Fire. It's 80% contained tonight. Officials say it's about 137,000 acres. That's about 215 square miles. It's burning west of the town of Meeker in Rio Blanco County, and about 2 acres shy at this point of becoming the 4th largest fire in state history. With cooler temperatures and moisture in the forecast, firefighters are really hoping Mother Nature can bring them some relief, help up that containment. Certainly, we will continue to follow this and update you as these fires continue to develop. Well, you may have seen some new billboards across the state promising support for two sides of an issue that have been very much at odds: ranchers and wolves. 9 News reporter Evan Krugel found out how much money's been raised so far through this campaign and what they're spending it on.
The best billboards have a way of catching someone's eye. With big letters, big pictures, and big messages.
Sending the message that wolves and ranching can coexist in Colorado.
Denver drivers who look to the right of Frank Azar may now see this billboard on 6th Avenue. It's the latest promotion for the Born to Be Wild license plate, which raises money for conflict mitigation between ranchers and wolves.
All the funds from the plate go directly to Colorado Parks and Wildlife to support non-lethal conflict mitigation, meaning those funds can go to support ranchers with range riders, livestock guardian dogs, fladry, and other acoustic and visual deterrents to help to live alongside wolves and to prevent and mitigate conflict.
Courtney Vale and the Rocky Mountain Wolf Project have now sold roughly 19,000 plates in a year and a half, raising nearly $1 million for Colorado Parks and Wildlife to spend.
Every little bit helps.
Ranch manager Tom Harrington supports the concept, but says he'll be sticking with the traditional Colorado plate.
As the immediate past president of the Colorado Cattlemen's, if I had one of those on my vehicle, I'd probably be like completely disband forever.
Tom has already dealt with depredation on the ranch he manages near Carbondale and questions whether the money raised from the plates will be enough to do much at all.
A bit of more money by people that perhaps voted for it or in favor of it, that's not a bad thing in my mind, but I just think it's a drop in the bucket.
Courtney is confident the money will make a difference and hopes these signs continue to grab attention.
This is going to go a long way to continue to support producers for the long term.
Those plates come with a $50 annual renewal fee, meaning if people keep them, CPW will have at least $1 million each year to spend on conflict mitigation. Those billboards are being placed across the state, but naturally, they're most highly concentrated here along the Front Range. Of course, that's where the overwhelming majority of people who voted in favor of wolf reintroduction live. Jenny?
You were telling me while this story was running, like on 6th, on 76 in a couple areas, just some of these major interstates, right?
Yeah, 76 and I-25, 76 in Sheridan, so they've got them all over. There are a couple on the western slope that instead of featuring wolves actually feature ranchers on them. The ones here in the Front Range feature wolves, so interesting there. They're obviously trying to get everyone involved and raise as much money as they can.
All right, Evan, thanks for that story.
Bye.